and you put out your application and then you're praying for an admission to come and it doesn't come, please check the entry requirements. If you're self-processing your admission, don't get tired. Yes, the process is tasky, the process is like this, especially if you're not so familiar with it, but just go through it, please. Hi beautiful people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Faith Eva and I'm the founder of Faith Travels UK. And if you are just joining the family, if you're just seeing my video for the first time, I'd like for you to subscribe to the channel. I'd like for you to hit the like button, and I'd like for you to turn on post notification. So this is one of the most asked question that I have gotten so far on this channel. How can I do my UK international study application by myself from anywhere in the world, from Nigeria, from any African country, from India, from China, from any Asian country? So I am going to tell you the step-by-step process, and if you follow these steps that I am going to give to you, you will surely do your application and get your admission. I am a travel agent, and if you're too busy or you don't want to get stressed doing it, you can contact me for it. But if you've got the time and you're looking to save yourself some money, then listen to these steps and follow through. So guys, without further ado, let's get into the video. So I have broken this into two stages. The first stage is your admission stage and the second one is your visa stage. So the step one for the admission stage is to get your documents ready. So you're looking to get an admission to the UK, right? Now you want to get your documents ready. So what are the documents that you will need to get ready? The first thing I'd like for you to get ready is your bank statement. Do you know why I put it as the first thing? Because if you do not have a source of getting your bank statement, there is no need doing your application. UK people will not give you an admission except it's 100% scholarship you got, and that's very rare in the UK. So the first thing you want to get ready is your bank statement. Getting your bank statement ready might not mean having the money in your account, but having a means to, get that money. So what do you need in a bank statement? In summary, the bank statement has to have your tuition fee and your 9 months cost of living expenses in the UK. So your tuition fee might be, let's say, 14,000, and your 9 months cost of living in the UK might be, let's say, £8,000 or £9,000. Now if you had the 14,000 to the 9,000, it's going to give you about 23,000 pounds, I think. So do that conversion in your currency and ask yourself, when the time comes for me to provide a bank statement, when you're applying for the visa, for the admission, that's not the time to provide a bank statement. It will be a couple of months time before you need to provide a bank statement. But ask yourself, will I be able to provide a bank statement that has this amount of money? So this money could be your money, or it could be your parents' money in their account, or it could be your big uncle sponsoring you, but it has to be ready. There has to be a way for you to get the money. That's one of the things you need to get ready. So the second document you need to get ready is your transcript. No school will give you admission without your transcript. It is needed for them to give you an unconditional offer. You need your transcript. Even most of them won't even give you a conditional offer without your transcript. So get your transcript ready. The next thing you want to get ready is your international passport. You're going nowhere if you do not have an international passport. So please get that ready. So the second step is to know what you want to study and what is more important to you. So what do you want to study? You want to study nursing, or you want to study data science? So what is more important to you now that you know what you want to study? Is it the cost? Is it the location? Some people tell you, oh, I want to be in London because that's where I have family and I want to live in London with my family. I don't want to rent a house. I have families in Manchester and I don't want to rent a house. So I'm looking to study something in Manchester. So you need to look for a course that will be in your city if you don't want to end up renting a house somewhere else. So what is more important to you? Is it city? Is it the cost? Is it the deposit? So some people are looking for very affordable deposit. Some schools will tell you to pay £1,000 before you leave your country. Some will tell you to pay £2,000 before you leave. Some will tell you to pay £5,000. So what's more important? Is deposit so important to you? Please consider it. Is job opportunity more important to you? You might want to consider studying a course that has high job opportunities in the UK. For example, if you're coming to do something like international business, international this, international that, I'm not trying to discourage you. It's quite difficult if you just come and do your master's to get a job in that kind of field, because except you're really, really smart and you know what you're doing so well. So it's quite difficult to get jobs in some field. So you might want to study. If you're looking for job opportunities, you might want to, and you don't want to stress yourself, you might want to consider doing something that's healthcare related, such that after studying you can easily practice what you studied, instead of what most international people do right now. After studying, you see them coming to healthcare to do care assistant job. I mean, these are people who have master's degrees in this country. So I feel like instead of coming to do a master's in something, why not just come and do a course in health, since you end up working in health? Unless you are really, really a top applicant and you know that no company can resist you, then you want to come and do that course. So find out your course and find out what is more important to you and get that sorted. So the third step is your entry requirements. See, you don't want to put out your application without checking the entry requirement. Maybe the school requires a 2-1, or the school requires a first class, and then what you have is a third class or something else, or an HND, and the school doesn't take an HND, and you put out your application and then you're praying for an admission to come and it doesn't come. Please check the entry requirements. If you're self-processing your admission, don't get tired. Yes, the process is tasky, the process is like this, especially if you're not so familiar with it, but just go through it, please. So you want to consider, like I said, the entry requirement. What do they require? So if you go to most schools, you will see entry requirement for international students, country specific. So go to your country, go to India in their website and see what do they require. Go to Angola, what do they require? Go to Nigeria, what do they require? Go to Zimbabwe, what do they require? And see what they require from you. Some will require you doing a test of English. Some will tell you it's okay to just bring your O level from your country. So please check the entry requirements so that you're confident that yes, I meet the entry requirements, and you sort every other thing out. So the fourth step is to check for available scholarships. So some schools will give you scholarships. So if cost is one of the things you're looking at, you might want to go for a school that will offer you a scholarship. So you want to go to their website and check what are the available scholarships that they have. So there are some standard scholarships that go on in this country, but they have requirements. So you want to check which of them do I meet the requirements. Some will require you to make your deposit early to get a certain amount of discount. Some will require you to have a first class and maybe get a 50% discount. Some will require you to, they just have different requirements. So see the requirements for scholarships and see the one you're able to meet. If you meet a particular one and you feel like this is attractive to you, then go for that university. So the fifth step, we're getting to the top right now, right, is to get your personal statement sorted. So if you are going for a master's program, most times they will require you to do a CV. Almost all the time they require you to do a CV. If you're going to a BSc, it's rare. They hardly want you to do a CV. So get your CV ready depending on what you're going for. Get your references. So they will need 2 references from you. One is a work reference and the other one is a school reference. So the school reference can be from where you graduated before, and the work reference could be from where you currently work or whoever you've worked with before that you think will be generous enough to give you a work reference. So I have my own trick to get past this stuff, and I'm not going to put them on camera. So get your references sorted and get your personal statement. So this is like the organ of it all. So your personal statement is like one of the most important things you need to get sorted before you are qualified for an admission. So I will just give you like a summary of what your personal statement should look like. If you're going into a course, your personal statement should be about that course you're going into. It shouldn't be about what you've done with your life. Let's say you worked as a nurse all this while, or a care assistant in your country, and you're going to study business. We don't care, or the person giving you the admission does not care about your nursing background. What they care about is your business background, because you're coming into business, you need to have an experience. So please, you want to tweak everything to make sure it suits this course that you're going for. And also your work reference. Please get a work reference that is about this course. So if you're going for something business related, you don't want to get healthcare work reference. So look for someone that's going to give you a business related work reference to show that you've worked with them in a business setting. Your CV also, we really do not care so much about the health part of your CV if you're going for a business course, you understand? So please get your CV done in a way that reflects that you have been working in line with this thing you're coming to study. Your personal statement needs to have a bit of emotion. That's one thing I know. People should be able to connect. When they read the story, they should say, oh no, this person deserves an interview. Sorry, this person deserves an admission in this university. That's what you want. So read your personal statement over and over again and ask yourself, if I was the one to read this statement and make a decision, will I give this person an admission? And see, there are a lot of grammar checkers online. There are a lot of paraphrasers online. So if you're not so good, your English is not so good like my own, you want to carefully use a grammar checker, use a paraphraser, so you know what you want to say in your mind. You put it down, go to a paraphraser and let them paraphrase this thing, and still look at it. Does it make sense that this paraphraser did rubbish to it, so that you will have to edit again? And do your grammar check and make sure it is excellent. Make sure it's within 500 to 1000 words. So just do like 700 words, your personal statement. So talk about yourself and how you're going for this course to advance your career, how you hope to come back to your country to make it better in this line, how your friends who are in the UK have told you about this university. You don't have to mention the university in your personal statement, because you're using that personal statement to get admission in different schools, so just tell them that they've told you about this institution and how they have a good learning environment and every other good thing. Go online and search. Maybe you're trying to get an admission in public health. Go online and search public health personal statement samples and see what people have done. So personal statement is the same thing as your statement of purpose, SOP. So we've talked so much about this. Let's go into the next step. So guys, the 6th step is to apply. You've done everything, right? You've gotten everything ready. Now apply to the schools. Apply to the schools. You've done your research. You know the schools you want to go to, you want to apply to. Maybe you have, I would say, do nothing less than 5 schools. So if you're self-processing your admission, get all your stuff ready. Then it's just to do your application. Your application won't take you more than 1 day to do like one. If you're so busy, do one every day. And apply. Just apply, submit. They will send you a confirmation to show that you submitted. So the 7th step is to wait for an offer. So some schools might have to send you a message and tell you, oh, we need more supporting documents, and please be on the lookout. Check your emails as often as you can. So I didn't say this, but if you're doing a BSc or even a master's, you could use UCAS platform. So UCAS is a platform where you can put out one application and it goes to 5 schools at the same time. So go to ucas.com and see how it works and do it, but you have to pay. But if you're doing your application directly to the schools, you don't have to pay. So please decide which one you want to do. So wait for an offer. You could get an unconditional offer, or you could get a conditional one. An unconditional offer means you can just make a deposit and get ready to get your cash. A conditional offer means they need more information from you before they are able to give you an unconditional one, and you have to provide those information or those documents that they are requesting for before they can give you the unconditional one. The 8th step is to get your CAS. And for the CAS, some schools might require you to do a pre-CAS interview before they give you the confirmation of acceptance of studies. And the CAS is the most important, or it's one of the important things, because this CAS will have a number that you will need to put in your visa application. So if you don't have a CAS, you're going nowhere. So you need that CAS, you need to pass the interview, you need to provide all the information as quickly as possible. Some schools can delay your CAS, or you can delay your CAS by yourself by not having the available resources. So some schools might even require you to provide your proof of fund before they will give you your CAS. They will require you to provide that you can pay your fees before they will give you your CAS. Some will require you to make your deposit before they give you your CAS. So if deposit is your priority, like I said, you want to go for affordable schools, and you know, oh, I will have this money at the time they would want it from me. So please get your CAS sorted and receive your CAS months, maybe like 2 months at least, before your school will resume. So that's the 8th step, right? So the 9th step is to get your tuberculosis sorted. I don't know if it's just Africans who need to do the tuberculosis test, or any country at all. So get your tuberculosis test sorted. Get your police clearance sorted. So they will require you, although me, I didn't do that one. I don't know how I was able to get past it. The embassy will ask you to provide police clearance to show that it's called DBS here in the UK. So it shows that you are not a criminal in your country. You've not been arrested. They are not looking for you. You're a good person of good behavior. So get that sorted. And sorry, I'm just looking at my book. So the next thing you want to do is to book your visa interview. So you want to book for your visa appointment, not necessarily interview, because you might not be required to do an interview. You might just be required to do just walk in and submit your application. So book for your visa appointment, and at the time you are submitting, you've submitted your visa application, right? They'll ask for supporting documents. Your supporting documents, your bank statement has to be 30 days. The complete money has to be in your account for 30 days before you submit your visa application. All right? So make sure you have that money. Don't be too should I say greedy or stingy to reduce the exchange rate. Increase it, be generous with it, so that you can have more than enough to cover up. Because some people, they have denied them visa because they used the wrong exchange rate, and so they didn't have enough money to show as proof of funds. So please don't let that be your mistake. You've done from step 1 to step 8, and this step 9, I don't even know the number we have right now. Don't let this one go bad. So once you've done everything, like I said, another thing they will require you to pay in this stage where you're booking your interview is your immigration health surcharge. So the UK offers you free health service, but you have to pay for like health insurance. So the health insurance is for every year of your study. I am doing a BSc course, so I had to pay health insurance for every year of my study. I think the amount I paid was about 600 and something pounds then for per year. So times it by 3 years. So I had to pay for that before getting my visa. So you pay for your health surcharge and your visa application fee. Those are the 2 fees you will pay, and submit your application. If they want you to come for an interview, go for your interview. If they don't want you to come for an interview, submit your document and wait. It could take like 3 weeks, or it could take even more before you get a response from them to come and pick up your passport from the visa office. So guys, I hope that these steps have been helpful, and I hope that you will put them to work and come back, put your testimony and say, Faith, I did it and I got it. Thank you. That's my joy. And if you are not able to do it by yourself, if you need an agent, I am that trusted agent. I've stopped touching my mic, Hello, can you hear me? So I am the trusted agent. So guys, until next time, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel to encourage my ministry. I love you all, and drop a comment. Tell me where you watch this video for. Tell me the part you find helpful, and go see the rest of my videos.